This one diet change is helping seniors stay off pills. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to John the Living. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever looked at your pill organizer and thought, how did it get this full? You're not alone. Millions of seniors feel trapped, stuck in a daily routine of blood pressure meds, cholesterol pills, antacids, joint pain relievers, and they're exhausted. But what if I told you that one simple diet change, not a fad, not a cleanse, but a real science-backed shift, is helping seniors reduce their medication safely? That's not a sales pitch. It's real nutrition science. And today, we'll explore the story of Linda, a 69-year-old retired teacher who felt like her life was being managed by pill bottles until she made one small, surprising food change that gave her body and her freedom back. Stick around, because what I'm about to show you might just be the easiest fix you've never heard of, but your doctor will thank you for. Linda was 69, a retired high school English teacher from Dayton, Ohio. She spent her life helping kids find their voices in books, but now she was struggling to find control over her own health. After turning 65, Linda's life began to feel like one long doctor's appointment. Her kitchen counter looked more like a pharmacy shelf. Pills for blood pressure, pills for joint pain, pills for acid reflux, pills to help her sleep, and more pills to handle the side effects of the other pills. She followed the instructions, took them at the right times, but deep down, she hated it. She felt trapped in a routine she never signed up for. Is this what getting older is supposed to look like? She'd whisper to herself while staring at her pill organizer, color-coded and overflowing. But Linda wasn't reckless. She didn't want to quit her medications cold turkey. She just wanted to feel like she had options. And that's when she stumbled across a local nutritionist talk at her community center. One small food change, they said, one shift in her daily plate could start to change everything. Skeptical but desperate, Linda decided to give it a try. And that decision, it changed far more than her dinner. Linda had no idea that food could play such a powerful role in her health. But according to registered dietitian Dana Hunnis, senior clinical dietitian at UCLA Health, for older adults, even small shifts toward an anti-inflammatory diet can lower the need for common medications. Food is the most underused medicine we have, and it's not just theory. A 2023 review published by Harvard Health confirmed that seniors who switched to a plant-forward anti-inflammatory diet saw significant reductions in their need for medications, especially those for blood pressure, cholesterol, and joint pain. How does it work? When seniors eat more processed foods, think fried items, processed meats, sugary snacks, it creates chronic inflammation in the body. That silent inflammation contributes to high blood pressure, stiff joints, and even mood swings. But when you replace those foods with fiber-rich vegetables, healthy fats like avocado and walnuts, and omega-3 packed fish like salmon, your body starts calming that internal fire. Inflammation drops, blood vessels relax, joints hurt less, sleep improves, and often the need for pills begins to fade. Linda learned that she didn't need to overhaul her entire diet overnight. One small change was enough to start the process, and that's exactly what she did. Linda wasn't alone in her struggle. Many seniors fall into the same quiet food traps without even realizing it. After all, food isn't just about nutrition. It's about comfort, memories, habits built over a lifetime. For Linda, dinner had always been meatloaf and mashed potatoes, slice of pie, a glass of sweet tea. These weren't just meals. They were familiar friends at the end of a long day. But as the years went by, those comfort foods became crutches. Her body changed, but her plate didn't. And the result? Weight gain, digestive issues, joint pain, and more pills. And like many seniors, Linda felt overwhelmed by the endless conflicting diet advice out there. One book said keto, another said Mediterranean. Then there were those YouTube videos telling her to cut out everything she loved. She felt stuck. "I'm too old to change now," she'd tell herself. But what she didn't realize was that change didn't have to be big or scary or complicated. It could start with just one meal once a day. And that's what she finally decided to do. Not a diet overhaul, just a gentle shift. And that small change opened the door to something far bigger. Linda's breakthrough didn't come from a diet book or a fancy health coach. It started in her own kitchen with one small choice. She decided to change just one meal a day. Instead of her usual bacon and eggs for breakfast, she tried a simple anti-inflammatory bowl: oatmeal, fresh berries, a sprinkle of ground flaxseed, and a few walnuts. It wasn't complicated, it wasn't perfect, but it was hers. Within a week, she noticed something unexpected. Her digestion improved, her joints felt a little less stiff in the mornings, she wasn't waking up bloated or uncomfortable, and surprisingly, her sleep got deeper. Over the next few weeks, her doctor noticed her blood pressure stabilizing, her need for pain medication dropped. She still needed some of her pills, but fewer. And more importantly, Linda felt in control again. She wasn't a passive patient anymore. She was an active participant in her own health. She didn't give up her comfort foods completely, but she found balance. And that balance gave her body the space to heal. For the first time in years, she felt like her life wasn't being dictated by her pill organizer. She was writing her own prescription, one plate at a time. Linda's change might sound small, but according to Dana Hunners, senior dietitian at UCLA Health, when seniors make even one or two simple anti-inflammatory food swaps a day, we see measurable improvements in heart health, digestion, joint comfort, and even mood. And it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Here are Dana Hunners' top 3 easy, senior-friendly food swaps anyone can start this week. Number 1, swap breakfast to oatmeal plus berries plus flax. This one meal shift floods the body with fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats, supporting heart health, digestion, and steady energy. Plus, it's warm, comforting, and easy on sensitive stomachs. Number 2, add one plant-based dinner each week. Try one dinner a week that skips the meat. Simple bowls with beans, lentils, roasted veggies, or quinoa can dramatically reduce inflammation and give joints a break. Number 3, snack on anti-inflammatory foods. Trade crackers and chips for a handful of walnuts or a few slices of avocado on whole grain toast. These small swaps keep blood sugar stable and feed your body the healthy fats it craves. The beauty? It's never too late to start, and you don't have to be perfect. One plate at a time, you can start writing your own health story just like Linda. Linda's journey is proof that you don't need to flip your life upside down to feel better. You just need to start where you are, with what's on your plate. For Linda, it wasn't about giving up all the food she loved. It was about adding in the foods her body had been quietly craving for years. And that one small shift, it gave her back control. It gave her back peace. It gave her body space to heal naturally. So now, I want to ask you, what's one food swap you can try this week? Maybe it's oatmeal instead of eggs for breakfast. Maybe it's adding a handful of walnuts to your afternoon snack. Or maybe it's sitting down with your favorite cup of tea and reminding yourself that you deserve to feel good. Your body is still listening. Your health story is still being written, and you are still in control of the pen. If today's story gave you something to think about, I'd love for you to subscribe to John the Living. And before you go, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from today? I love seeing how far this community of strong, wise souls reaches.